Luke, you mentioned in your talk the value of gamification to a Gen Z audience, from an engagement, from feeling of progress, and they respond well to that. But I think for some organizations, they're like, yikes, how do I introduce that to a leader or to a team or to someone? Any thoughts, tips about how gamification can come to life for them?
Yes, and obviously it's supposed to be a fun, gamify. Let's make some fun out of it. First of all, I just want to state that gamification is psychologically proven to work. There's a reason there's credit card points and airline miles, and in the U.S. we're big on fantasy football. Even back in the day, they used to do all that manually on the stat sheet. It's crazy to me. But how can we bring that into the org? Well, first of all, there are some amazing tools increasingly with HR tools and artificial intelligence, but it doesn't have to be some fancy element. I think for me, again, Gen Z grew up as digital natives using technology throughout their education process. You think when you're using some sort of digital training, you can see a progress bar, for example. You achieve different levels. Oftentimes you're getting a score immediately upon completing that. Those are all elements of gamification. Then you enter the workforce and you're just like, maybe I meet with my manager once a month or annually, and that's just, and then I'm getting kind of general criticism about things that are very abstract. So I'm trying to bridge those gaps with gamification. So I think collaboratively outlining, okay, here's a bit of a roadmap, and here are some literal levels or badges that we're aiming for, and here's how you can get there. It can be as simple as a PowerPoint slide where these are like the top 3 skills we've agreed that we want to work on together. And right now, here's your a smiley face on this one, and you're a yellow, like that medium face. The airport, you have those, or you can assume a number to it. But trying to really make it incentivized versus some sort of penalty is ultimately the spirit. But ultimately, you are communicating that this is this is where you're at, and this is where we're trying to get you, and here are some ways to do that. That's ultimately what gamification can look like in even a relatively low-tech setting.
So I think it's interesting. Sometimes we sort of think it's a sort of childish layer of play on top of something, but it's not. It's just a form of engagement and communication and connection that people have, and maybe not overthink it too much, actually. It doesn't have to come from an organizational point of view. It can be leaders themselves thinking about how some of those principles can flow into what they're doing.